Hi there, digital marketers, content creators, and fellow entrepreneurs. If you've been searching for an all-encompassing email marketing platform designed specifically for your online business needs, you've clicked on the right video. Today we're diving deep into one gem, Podia's email marketing platform. I'll walk you through its features, the pros and the cons, and how you can use it to elevate your email marketing game. Stay tuned. But for those of you who are new here, let me introduce myself. My name is Anna and I'm the blogging coach and strategist behind thesheapproach.com, where I share online marketing and social media tips for bloggers and content creators looking to grow an online audience and increase their passive income. And email is such a big part of cultivating and growing an audience. So how can Podia help with that? Let's look into it. For those of you who are new to it, Podia is a powerful online platform that helps creators sell digital products, memberships, and courses. But today we're zoning in on their email marketing capabilities. Why focus on email marketing, you ask? Because it remains one of the most effective tools in your digital marketing arsenal to connect directly with your audience and boost your sales. And Podia has some nifty features up its sleeve to help you do just that. And they entrusted me to walk you through this feature and give you my honest opinion. So I'm going to do just that. With Podia, launching email campaigns is as streamlined as it can get. But that's not all. You can create newsletters, email campaigns, and even automated sequences. All important pieces of the puzzle when it comes to building an email empire. And for the creatives out there fearful of the technical aspect of it, fear not. Podia boasts an incredibly user-friendly platform, an interface that you can quickly get accustomed to and use on a daily basis. But enough talk. Let me walk you through how you can set up your first email campaign with them. Setting up an account with Podia, it's super easy to do. You can get started with the link below and get your first 100 subscribers for free and use all, and I mean all, their features for free with that free account. Just start by navigating to the email on the Podia dashboard. As previously mentioned, it is free to sign up. Once you're in, I usually skip this step unless I'm trying to build one of the verified things on there. And then Podia will ask you to verify your identity, which you can quickly do by connecting it with Stripe. Once you navigate to the email section, you will see that it will ask you to follow some regulations and fill out a little bit of information. This includes your opt-in text, which is just the message that they agree to receive email communication from you, as well as your mailing address. As you know, this is an email law regulation, so you will need a physical address listed there. I usually just copy and paste the PO box address that I have. Once that's filled in, you can start sending emails, which can be either broadcasts or campaigns, and I'm going to show you the difference between the two in a minute. You can also import existing subscribers and set up a custom email address that shows up as the delivery one. But to show you Podia in action, I'm going to take one of my actual emails that I've sent out via my actual email software and try to replicate it in the Podia email marketing software. So I'm going back and forth and basically just copying the same information and using a past email that I sent out. And this includes the subject line, kind of the preview text that people can see in their email inbox. And you'll also need to select the recipients. It can be set to everyone, or you can segment it based on the categories and tags that you have set up. Moving on, they have a bunch of really stunning email designs that you can start with. You can also start from scratch, but I tried and I looked for something that was kind of similar or something that looked a little prettier than my actual very simple emails in my other platform. I gave everything a look over, and once I knew it was the one I was happy with, I just clicked on Apply Template. And then something that I like to put up at the forefront of my emails is this custom email banner that I've created in Canva previously. All you have to do is click on the header section, choose the image, and then find it on your laptop or device to upload it into the header section. Once you are done editing a section, just click on the little X to close it, and you can choose the next section, or you can see general layouts of the email. What I have done next is I decided to go with a slightly more neutral and toned down color for the background, as well as the background of each section. Now, this is totally up to you. I just like more neutral emails, so I decided to basically go with that little neutral gray. I selected it. Once I was happy with it, I simply colored the color code to to make sure that it's an exact match and went through each section one by one to change that. Obviously, if you're building this from scratch or if you're happy with the color, this will take you way less time and you can just duplicate those sections and they will automatically have the same background. But I just went one by one and quickly edited that to a neutral tone. Once I was happy with the design, and again, I keep the design of the emails pretty simple. This template actually has a couple of extra bits that I quite liked. But once I'm happy with that, I move to the content. And even when I write the emails from scratch, I usually write them somewhere else and then move them into my email platform. For this, I'll just copy the content that I have in the previous email that I sent out that I'm replicating for this exercise. And I simply copied and pasted the text sections and then quickly went in and added the images that were found in that email and created a button for the call to actions that I have in it, which were in this case a new video that went up. What I also liked from this template was the option to include a couple of photos with buttons to digital products, and I listed my Amazon book and my Pinterest ebook on there, which can be a great thing to add at the bottom of your emails, just a reminder to your audience that you have certain digital products. And by the way, you can host digital products on Podia if you don't want to pay for a third tool. And then there's also the option to include a couple of videos or pieces of content and link them in there. You can obviously add the actual image that you use or the YouTube thumbnail, but Podia also integrates with Upsplash, which is a free stock photo website. So if you just want to do a quick search for a photo that links to a blog post or something else, you can choose one of the free stock photos on there without having to go find it separately, download it, and upload it to Podia. So basically just cuts that middleman and makes the whole process a lot easier. And then I finished the email off by copying a couple of the resources I linked to at the bottom of the email and then adding my signature headshot photo in there as well. It's always a good idea to have an image of yourself at the bottom of the emails, just to remind people that A, you're a real person sending these emails and they're not just like automated and spammy, and B, who you are. If people sign up to multiple email newsletters, they will forget who you are. So unless they see either your blog logo or your face, they need that to associate who the emails are coming from. Now that my email campaign is done, I want to be able to send it to myself. So then I went to find out how you can actually set up sign-up forms. And you simply go to Settings, Email, Embedded Email Form, and Edit to copy that embeddable email form HTML code. From there, I went on to a page on my website, started an HTML block, which is super easy to do in WordPress. And then when you preview it, you can see that the name and email box show up on the website. I'm going to show you a preview of how it shows live. Super, super pretty, super easy to embed. And then I basically subscribed myself to be able to test this email. You'll see I got the email confirmation. I had to do the double opt-in. And then when I went to my audience, there I was. You'll see all your subscribers in that audience segment on it. And then I went to the email section to be able to send out that email. Again, it was set to send to everyone, and that included my email address. But if you're trying to do test ones, you can only add yourself to a specific test group and send it to that one before you send it out to the actual list, which is a good thing to have. Simply go to send and send now to send the broadcast. And within seconds, you will see the email in your email inbox. And it looks absolutely stunning. I just love the look of it. I love the elements of it. It was so easy to put together, especially using a template rather than starting from scratch. And it just was everything that I kind of hoped for from this email. To get more people on your email list, make sure to paste in that sign up form on visible places, such as your homepage. You'll see that I have something very similar on my homepage, and once again you can find that in Settings, Email, and Embedded Forms. It is a shame that I don't have more complex email forms and they only have the very simple one, but if you are familiar with WordPress or Elementor, you'll be able to build around it anyways. A great feature they do have is the analytics feature, and this enables you to see how each campaign performed, as well as each individual subscriber who opened, clicked, and took an action afterwards. So if you're trying to track people's performance or how they interact with your emails, it's such a great and simple tool. You can also add subscribers individually if there's any reason for you to do so. When you go to edit the tags, you can go to manage tags as well, which is again under audience, and you can add new tags. Tags are basically segments of your list that allow you to categorize it. So for example, I just created a tag for ebook buyers. Let's say I have a product that I sell and I want to be able to send the people who buy it the downloadable version of that product. So I go and I create an email campaign. A campaign must have some sort of trigger. Unlike a broadcast, which is sent to everyone, a campaign has a specific trigger. You can build it by going to new email, new campaign. You see that you'll just have to fill out a quick name for it. And then you need to put the entrance condition. So what is the trigger for people receiving that email? And I put up the condition as tagged with ebook buyers, which means only people who get added to that group will receive this sequence of emails. And I say sequence of emails because campaigns can have multiple parts. So it can be only one email if that's all you need to do. For example, an email that says, here's your book download. Or you can set up follow-up emails with a break in between. So for example, they get this email on the first day of purchasing the ebook, and then 3 days later, they get an upsell email with an offer to upgrade to the full course. It is great for building sales funnels to promote your digital products or services. But the best part is that once you've sent out an email, you can use that email as a unique template. So you don't have to build everything from scratch or use their templates from scratch. You can use an email you sent out without having to re-upload these images and craft it. So if you're happy with how your first template went out, you can use that as a starting point and create campaigns and broadcasts in just minutes that keep a cohesive theme, which is kind of important when you're sending out emails because once again, you want them to be recognizable by your subscribers. And that's it. Once your campaign is ready, you can test it out or send it to a live audience. Plus, Podia provides detailed analytics so you can track your performance, see how many opens you got, see how many clicks you got, and really analyze each campaign's performance so you can learn and do better on the next one. But no platform is without its drawbacks, so let me talk you through a couple of the pros and cons that I noticed while trying it out. A big pro is that it's very easy to use and very easy to learn. Unlike more complicated and complex email marketing software, it doesn't have a huge learning curve. So if you give it an hour or so, you can really become familiar with all that it can do. It also has all-in-one integration. What's attractive about Podia for online entrepreneurs who have a lot of logs in the fire is that it combines all these different things on one platform. So you don't have to worry about connecting and creating all those complicated connections between your digital products, your email, and you can even build a website with Podia. It also has a lot of detailed-oriented analytics. So you can look into quite specific analytics, which is vital for email marketing. I know that for beginners, we don't usually look at numbers very often, or we're just more worried about just the number of subscribers. But once you get accustomed to it, you will want to be able to look back at your past analytics and get a better understanding of what works and what doesn't. And the last pro that I'll mention is just the overall simplicity of it. It feels like it's a lot easier and simpler to build both email marketing campaigns and set up digital products on it, for example, than some of the other software that I have worked with before. Now let's talk a little bit about the cons and kind of the drawbacks of using Podia as a platform. I don't think they're major cons, it's just more things to consider depending on what kind of business you run and what kind of email marketing platform you're looking out for. A lot of these are not really a deal breaker because you might not need to use some of the features that are potentially missing or not as advanced as other software. One of the cons is you have limited customization. Some might find that design capabilities restrict creativity a little. Compared to other platforms like perhaps Shopify or WordPress or WooCommerce, Podia isn't very flexible and it doesn't give you a lot of control over, for example, your store or website. But you might find that less is more. The purpose of Podia overall, it has a little of everything, but everything is kept kind of simple and effective and streamlined. So it really depends on the kind of business you are trying to build. If you're trying to keep everything relatively simple, if you don't want to have headaches and spend 2 hours just designing the email instead of actually writing it, which is the part that matters most, then this might be for you because it really strips it down to the essentials. Another con is the pricing. While it is competitive, it might still be a consideration for those on a budget. Like I said, you get your first 100 subscribers for free, which is an amazing way to try out the tool if you're new. But if you're moving your existing subscribers from another platform, this will push you into one of the paying tiers. But overall, the Podia email marketing platform is a solid choice for online businesses looking to engage their audiences authentically. It's especially great if you're already using Podia to host your digital products and courses because it makes the workflow so much easier. This wraps up my honest review of the Podia email marketing platform. Whether you're a budding entrepreneur or an established content creator, Podia offers tools that can really enhance your engagement and drive conversions. Interested in trying it out? Check out the link below and explore it for yourself. If you enjoyed this review and you want more detailed tutorials, walkthroughs, and further reviews of tools and resources that you can use as a blogger or entrepreneur, make sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. And if you have any questions about Podia or email marketing, leave them in a comment down below. I would love to hear from you. Until next time, keep creating and keep engaging.